Alright, we are back. This is episode number 105. And as we discussed before, we are going to begin PB's loyalty mission. While we wait on an update for Jaw's loyalty mission, although I kind of get the feeling that we may not get that update till we get back to the Tempest. We shall see. And since this is PB's mission, we should probably bring PB with us. Where's the loadout thing? I'm going to keep Jaw with us though, because we'll get back to his mission after this. And I don't really want to keep changing things. Okay. And while we're here, let's go ahead and upgrade PB's skills, which apparently we haven't done in a very long time. Let's give her some shockwaves. And give her some better defenses. Whoops. Don't know what that was, but we're going with it. Once again, she has 30 points, just enough for the last few skills once we complete her mission. Which hopefully, if all goes well, we will do this episode. Do we need the Nomad? Yes, we probably do. And here we go, on the road again.
We purpose build, world by world. That's the way to keep things going.
This alien tech comes in all shapes and sizes. But what's it for?
Are we here? No, little ways down the lake. See, at first I thought that was a mountain, but turns out it's actually a body of water. I feel the sudden urge to sneeze. Alright. I'm hoping you all said bless you, in which case, thank you. Probably should edit out of the recording, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to. And we are here. I assume you can only do that if you have like PB with you and if you're on this mission. In fact, let me go read the find rare. Oh, she needs tech for her scanner. Alright, that's right, we failed to read the email. Because that's such a hard task, reading an email. Now, responding to an email, I know lots of people for whom responding to an email seems to be a hard task, but reading one, usually they can handle that. Fail. I don't think this water is, like, contaminated or anything. Or even, it might be radioactive still. That tends not to go away very quickly, especially in water. Even if the Volt is working. But, at the very least, should we go back over there? Or did we come from here? Or does it not matter? But at the very least, I think we'll drown, just being wise. Even though it doesn't make a lot of sense. Are we going to be fighting people? Looks like it. It's a cool place, though. Remnant compound in the middle of the lake. That could be really cool, fighting Remnant on a bunch of areas like this. Don't know if it'll happen, but I could see that being a cool fight. I get at least a taste of that now. It would have been a good time for a singularity. moving on. Who's he shooting at? Concerns me a bit. Is there a remnant like buried in the environment here? I hear them. But I don't see them. Maybe that noise is just the bridge. Okay, so this is an island, right? Yes, it is. And this is how you get to the island. That makes sense. Alright. One small step for man. One giant leap for the initiative.
This is the right place. Let's find the tech we're after.
No offense to Neil Armstrong, but that has got to be one of the greatest screw-ups of all time. He had one line he was supposed to say, and he forgot one word. It always confused me as a kid, too, because one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. It's the same thing. Like, man and mankind are used synonymously, so it always annoyed me because I didn't understand it. And then when I read one day that it was supposed to be a small step for a man, giant leap for mankind, I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense and would have been a lot more epic. And he tried to claim like the radio broke down and the A got lost in translation, but I think NASA said, no, that wasn't really what happened. I may have told this story before. If so, I apologize. Remnant relic.
Here's the first piece of Remtech, PB.
Oh.
Awesome. 1 down, 2 to go. Syncing with my scanner. The second piece is on Havarl. Uploading coordinates.
We claim this site, initiative scum.
Oh no.
Outlaws!
Guess
Just
we're not the
outlaws.
only ones interested in this tech.
I see a Krogan. Is that all of them? Nope. Kill this guy, get some shields back, right? Some ammo back. Another berserker. I guess he shuttle had one. He's got a friend too. Or so do I. Friends with newly upgraded abilities for that. Hey, pistol kill.
They wanted the Remtech. Wonder why.
We got the
Who
piece we
doesn't?
came for. We can move on.
More interested in who they work for and if they're going to be a bigger
Looks like
enemy
a
in this
Remnant
quest.
container.
You mean the one we just opened? Good job, Ryder. Alright, well, if I would have known this was going to be that kind of a quest, then I would have done the plans in a different order, obviously. But part of the fun of doing this blindly, I suppose. Although fun might not be the right word. That being said, I think we've done all there is to do on EOS, at least for now. Let's just check our log to be completely sure about that. Helios assignments, yep, nothing on EOS. Kadara, a lot of these were Kadara. Kadara. So everything in Helios really leads to Kadara, and there might be a remnant device on Kadara as well. Krala's song, Kadara. Back to Vold, there might be one on Vold, we'll see. Jaws, who knows. Alright, so we're definitely getting down to the wire here. Destroy all the cat devices, what is that? A task? I don't know how we completed that over here, but... Oh, because I hit mark all as red, that's probably why. What is this? Gravity well. Is this like a secret place, or is this taking me back to the mainland? Probably the latter. I'm gonna grab this before I go. 26 credits. What I would have done without them. Here we go. It's pretty cool. I believe I can fly. Remember when that song was big? I was like in elementary school back then. And there were like all the different parody versions of it. I got shot by the FBI. All I wanted was a chicken wing. $1.99 at Burger King. It doesn't even make any sense, because I don't think Burger King sells chicken wings. Maybe they did in the 90s? Who knows? That was probably made by another elementary school. It's funny what you remember 20 years later. I'm sure I didn't remember half the stuff I learned there, but I remember the parody of the stupid song. Okay, anyway. Let's head back to the Tempest, shall we? Say goodbye to Eos. For now, if not forever.
Ascent is go.
Let's see if we get a phone call from our dear friend
Leaving
Axul.
All clear.
Wasn't Axul like a mercenary in like the original KOTOR game? Like a Mandalorian or something? Yeah, I think it was a Mandalorian. Maybe a different spelling, but
Ryder.
that name sounds really familiar.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help, if you could.
Does he have a loyalty mission, or just a mission? Wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of annoying that now he tells me we've been traveling around together for how long, and right as I'm about to finish up the last few quests, now you have a favor, but I do want to do it.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on here.
You're still not comfortable with Gil being in charge of your Tempest, are you?
Call it more memories of the time that they were going to scrap the whole project. Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
I wouldn't see it that way. Like, the ship got us here and got us through quite a lot, and it's the same ship. He's just making it even better. So it's the original blueprints he's trying to enter in there. Is that what's going on? That before Gil modified them, he had them memorized, now he's writing them and making a record? That's what I think is going on here.
You showed us the Tempest through your eyes. Why she matters. Even Gil sees it now.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward.
Yep.
I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
It is true that there's so many different inventions we use every day now, but you gotta think somebody invented them at some point in history. Everything from the toaster to the pencil to a napkin or a fridge. I mean, everything is invented at some point. Although I'm not sure it necessarily was always because somebody cared so much as because somebody wanted to make a little money, but maybe a healthy mix of both.
A little honesty and humility will go a long way.
Gil, may I get a moment of your time?
I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
Alright, nice little quest. I was thinking it would be like a go around and do something quest, but it seems like it's more of a, just a sort of personal conversation and developing the plot. Alright, well, I don't think my romance with Vetra is really going anywhere, but it doesn't have much longer now, so...
I always have time for you.
You probably
Well,
have
that's
work
progress.
to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Okay. I do have new email. I should probably check that. Yep, check your email. There we go. I was thinking it would be a video call, but email works too. Let's head downstairs. Only one new email. Message from Exul. Writer. Oh, it's from Jal, actually. About a message from Exul. Forwarding it to the meeting room. Okay. Figured it would be a holo.
Hello, Ryder.
Let's get some humor before we get to the serious stuff.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
My algorithm has reached the end of its iteration.
Aww.
Do you believe my sense of humor has improved?
Well, considering where the baseline was at, it's definitely improved. Could still use a little work and a couple more iterations, or many more iterations, but it's definitely improved. I mentioned this before too, but I'm sure most people think like, oh, it's nice that the robots have a sense of humor too. That makes them more relatable. But they really shouldn't be relatable. That's actually really scary. They have a sense of humor because not only does it encapsulate a very deep understanding of something very, very human, one of the most human things about us, really, that sense of humor. It's like the ultimate CAPTCHA. If they can emulate humor, they can emulate anything. But it also means they can very easily deceive us and manipulate us into thinking they're likable. Because anybody with a sense of humor is likable. So the fact that an AI could understand humor is actually very, very worrying and very, very dangerous. But it's a video game, so let's go with it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you. I estimate it is now equal with your own skill at assembling.
At dissembling. I'm actually not sure I know what that word means, dissembling. Not disassembling, but dissembling. Like dissembling information? I don't get it in context, though. That's disseminating. I don't know. I'll look it up later. It's kind of sad, though. I missed his jokes.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing
Or
more.
I enjoyed his jokes. I don't think there were even that many. Alright, no jokes, but we can pet our little hamster here. I'm still waiting for him to mutate into like a giant monster and take over the ship. Like, Alien style. Those are some movies I haven't seen in a very long time. Probably should again at some point. Alright, let's go see what this message from Axel is about. Well, I know what it's about. But let's see what he has to say.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Jal, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message. Jal Amadarav, you always were a short-sighted fool. Helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
Okay, this guy's really starting to piss me off.
He always was a Vishanon.
Vesha what?
Someone pleased with his own shit. We've never gotten along.
It's a nice thing to say, too bad it's a romance option.
I'm still learning about Angara, but that sounded more personal than a childhood rivalry.
He's too smart to attack me directly. Aksul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
Once again, we're on hold. Alright, well, in the meantime, I guess we can keep doing PB's missions. Part of me wants to go to Kadara and do all the stuff we have to do there. Because one of those might lead to something else to do on, say, Havarl. But, more likely, we'll have to go to ruins on Havarl and maybe Vold. And maybe Kadara. So, let's go with the known for now. And head back to Havarl again. Every time I think I'm done with the planet, something brings me back. No detours, though. Yep, still on PB's quest. So we'll go with the same setup.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
It's a weird position for the cutscene. Thought it might be something different for a second, but just a glitch, I guess. Alright, here we are again. Where we head to this time? Over here. This will take us a little bit closer. Whoa. Okay, what is going on here? A little glitchy. As always, we're surrounded by red. Call it a sea of red, but it's really more of a jungle of red.
Here they
looks
come.
like Remnant. I still can't help myself when it comes to crafting nodes. Oh, the rope runs Remnant fighting? Don't mind that. Take that, Exul. Can't fight you yet, but I can fight your guys. Oh, I missed. Any more where they came from? Or are those just animals? It's the trouble when everything's an enemy, I can't tell if I'm fighting something or if they just happen to be nearby and hostile. Oh. Who it is. Get a clear shot at its head. Hey. Don't mess with Jaw.
Gravity goes away in 3, 2.
Alright, let's get Jaw awake. Rise and shine, soldier. that's it for now, but I do see plenty of not yet hostile, but soon to be hostile Remnant up ahead. What can I scan here? Remnant device. Container. That's not it. Inorganic lubricant. Don't want to know what that's for. Is it above me? Do I really care? I think the answer to both of those is probably no. Oh well. Through a tremendous burst of willpower, I'm going to ignore that and keep moving forward. Definitely not alone. You too, PB. That is not safe. Move, 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 move. I was backing up and staying right in range of the laser beam there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Gotta watch your step, but at least I'm kind of safe. Alright, now that I have more ammo, let's switch back to my favorite gun. Should have named this rifle by now. I should have given it a name when I made it. What was the gun in Jade Empire? Mirabelle, I think it was called. It was like stupidly OP. It made sense though, because an actual gun in like ancient China would have been very OP. Although didn't they have gunpowder before? Oh, okay, so they had gunpowder, but they didn't have muskets. It's the same in the game too. They have plenty of things with gunpowder, but it's John Cleese's character that brings old Mirabelle the musket, which is like the most powerful weapon in the entire game. That's a game I'd like to play again too. I haven't done a Let's Play of it yet. I think it's like the one Bioware game that I've played before that I haven't made a Let's Play of. Maybe that'll be next to my list. It's a fairly short game, but it's really good. If you liked KOTOR, if you don't mind the graphics of the KOTOR era, you'll definitely like Jade Empire. It comes on sale for like $5 or $10 every year or so too. Just keep an eye on Origins. Alright, here we go. Been here before? I think we have. But I think I looked this up one time and was like, wasn't this where the jumping puzzle was I couldn't figure out? And then I realized it was part of PB's quest. Something like that. Again, it was months ago, but I do have a vague recollection. I think also at one point there was like a bug where you could break the quest, but hopefully I did not trigger that, or hopefully they fixed it by now. One of their patches before they stopped updating the game. Good on ammo? Guess so. How about health? Yep. Alright. And moment of truth. They got here before us this time.
Hope the piece of Rem tech I need is still here.
I think I might see it over yonder. Data pad, is that from the Outlaws? Ha, we're in. We found a broken access point to this remnant structure. We're going to get the piece the bosses are after, and I'm going to win that bet after all. Sorry, Butch, don't think you are going to be able to collect on that bet. So who are these bosses? Hopefully somebody interesting.
Damn Remnant. They're all dead. And now you're here. I'm screwed.
Hey, who are you?
That's right. You're in trouble now.
Now, huh? We were supposed to clean out this site before you got here, but there were too many damn bots. This outfit doesn't care a lick about any of us.
Tell me about them.
Just joined, so I can't tell you much. The Krogan's name is Crank, or Crankit, or something. He runs the field crews. That's all I know. Here, take the choice piece from this site. I'm officially retired.
Bet this is the second piece you need, PB.
Yep, and the last one's turned up on Kadara. Coordinates uploaded.
Once again going to Kadara. Guess we'll save our return to Vold for the very end. I must have scanned this thing before. And opened this thing. Because can't do it now. Alright, well, guess we have to go back to Kadara then. Where is the... Oh, that's on top of the mountain. But I'll say, why is there a level with a forward station there? So many different areas. Alright, well, back to the Tempest. Did it... Oh, does it say disabled? Fast travel disabled. Why am I in combat? Or am I just underground? That's really annoying. Well, to save you guys the pain of watching me trek all the way back to a point where I can fast travel, if I can even find a point like that, I'm just going to go ahead and end this episode here. I'll probably take a quick break to maybe eat as well. It's almost midnight, so it's maybe the last one for tonight. So if so, I will see you perhaps later in the week, and if not, then I'll see you in a few hours. Thank you for watching. Take care.